Welcome to my second video of the day, showing off the second of the 3 new cars added into GTA Online just today in the recent tunables update. This one is actually the VAPID Contender, so I'm going to be talking all about this car, showing off the customization that you can actually do for it, and talking about whether you should buy it as well as the price. So, if you guys do end up enjoying the video, then be sure to go and hit that like button down below and subscribe to not miss out on any extra videos that I make on this update today. Now let's get into it. So, the VAPID Contender actually clocks in GTA Online at just a mere 250 grand, which is expensive of course, but considering the ridiculously inflated prices in-game, this is surprisingly affordable. 250 grand is extremely good, being for what this thing actually is. Now you can see here, it's just kind of this massive SUV thing here. Now, you don't be fooled, even at the back where it has the extra glass, or the extra roof that you can add on, it's still only a 4-seat car, you can't extend this to 6 in any way. But I really like this thing. A lot of people are saying it has kind of an FIB vibe to it, kind of following off the rest of the big FIB cars, such as like the Granger already in the game. I'm not sure. I really like this car. It's very fun. But again, there's nothing really too special about it. There aren't any crazy customizations you can actually do to it too, which kind of disappointed me a bit. Your main color is it just covers the entire car. Your secondary color, I think, did barely anything. I couldn't actually see what it was changing. You can't change the front or the rear bumpers, which also made me a little bit disappointed. You'd think you should actually be able to change this, considering how kind of massive those things are. You can already see the massive floodlights at the front, and this nice kind of carbon grille, so I assume you could probably change this and make it even more exceptional. No, you really can't. This thing isn't really open to too many customizations. You're really quite limited in how you make it look, and I think most people, if they're going to buy it at all, would probably go for a kind of a dark color to really kind of reflect this FIB look to it, to really make it look kind of like a government official car. So I decided to not be different. I did exactly the same. I ended up putting it in one of my favorite colors, as I've shown on the channel before. I put in graphite with this ice white pearlescent there to really make it kind of shine in the sun. It looks really nice. It's a very nice car, and you can actually take the roof off the back if you want to make it kind of a more generic SUV. You can take off the entire back roof and just leave the flatbed open. So that's entirely up to you guys. That's about the biggest customization option there is on this entire truck, which is a little bit disappointing. I played around with the wheels for a little bit to make this a little bit special. I ended up putting some off-road wheels on it, which I think ended up coming out looking quite nice. But again, it's just a little bit disappointing that this thing isn't really you can't really make it yours. There's no way to really personalize it. Though I guess for 250 grand, you can't be too surprised that the car's a bit limited. But that's pretty much where we stand on the VAPID Contender. Nothing crazy to say about it. Its specs are pretty much like any other SUV you'd imagine. It's on the faster side of SUVs, faster than stuff like the Dubster or anything, or even the Granger. But apart from that, it's really nothing too exceptional. I do like the car, and I'll have to see maybe when Bruffy's tests come out if this thing's any good in the SUV racing class. But as it stands, I'm really not sure. I just kind of like the size of it. The fact is, it's quite big, it's quite imposing. So if you're looking to buy a new SUV just by chance, maybe this is one to look into, especially as it's very cheap and it does look very nice. You can't even get rid of stuff like on the roof racks at the top. You can't even get rid of that, which I've just noticed to kind of reinforce that idea of you're very limited in the customization options for this car. So that's pretty much all I have to say about the VAPID Contender. I really didn't have loads to say about it. It's just a very limited car. It looks very nice, very cheap, but you can't really do much to it. So that's pretty much where I stand on that. So if you guys did end up enjoying the video, be sure to go and drop a like down below, as it really would help me out as always. Subscribe to see my last video of the day coming out in just a little while, actually showing off the third of the brand new cars added into GTA Online today. And finally, follow me on Twitter, there'll be a link in the description down below where I post more daily GTA 5 real life and graphic design content. And that's pretty much it. Thank you guys all very much for watching. My name has been Flair, signing out.